If you received a signed blank check, what would you do with it? If you could have anything at all, what would it be? Would you buy a new house or a new car? Would you take a trip to an exotic destination? Maybe you want to quit your job and then move to a secluded island that you now own. If you could have any wish that you wished for, what would you wish? Would you wish that an enemy might suffer final judgment? Would you wish to be young again, or to be powerful, rich, and famous? Today in 1 Kings chapter 3, God offers to give Solomon anything that he wants. Welcome to the Word for 2022. Solomon is now king over Israel. He's made an alliance with Egypt, and he's married Pharaoh's daughter. He's built himself a house, a palace, and he's built a house for God, a temple. He's even put a wall all around Jerusalem. In verse 3 we read, Solomon showed his love for the Lord by walking according to the statutes of his father David, except offering sacrifices and burnt incense on high places. It was common during that time to go to high places to worship, and Solomon, wanting to worship the Lord, sacrificed 1,000 burnt offerings to the Lord. One night, though, the Lord spoke to Solomon in a dream, and he said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Solomon, I'm sure, was overwhelmed. In responding, we can see his heart. He acknowledged the kindness of God that had been shown to his father David. He also acknowledged that he was only king because of God's kindness. He humbled himself, and he said, "I am only a child. I am not equipped. I am not able to meet the demands of being a king. I am among a great people, your people," he told God. "I am not qualified. I need help." That is the sign of a real leader. One that knows that he doesn't have everything that he needs, but he is willing to listen. He's willing to ask for advice. And that was what Solomon did. He then requested of God, after he had the opportunity to ask for anything at all, he said, "So, give your servant a discerning heart." A discerning heart so that he might govern God's people and he might know right from wrong. What an amazing thing to ask for. And how did God respond? He was pleased with Solomon's request. God said, "Because you did not ask for long life, wealth for yourself, or the death of your enemies, but discernment," God then said, "I will give you a wise and discerning heart, plus riches and honor. And if you walk in my ways and obey my commands, I will even give you long life." It wasn't long before Solomon needed that gift of wisdom and discernment. A case came before him, and the case was this. There were two mothers. One child had died, and one child was there among them. Both of them were claiming that that boy child was theirs, and so Solomon needed to make a determination. What would he do? As you're reading 1 Kings chapter 3, Solomon, he used a very unique and creative way to find out who that boy actually belonged to. Solomon had the ultimate opportunity presented to him by God. He could have asked for anything, but what did he ask for? He asked for discernment. Again, if we had the opportunity to ask for anything, what would we ask for? It's important to realize that money, it comes and it goes. Fame, it can be fleeting. Power can be lost. Wisdom, however, if used properly, is a safeguard for our soul and for our life. Missionary Jim Elliot once said, "He is no fool who gives up what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose." Thank you for joining the Word for 2022.